Who put the ram in the Ram-a-Llama Ding Dong? I'm going to say Jeremy Stubbs. What's going on, guys? RGT85 here, and I've been kind of slack with the Ask RGT85 series, so I decided to just do an AMA. I went to my Facebook fan page and said, hey, ask me any question you want to know, and I'll answer it because I'm a pretty open book. So we got a lot of interesting questions. This definitely isn't going to be a video game centric video, so if you're looking for something like that, make sure you check out other videos on the channel. I'll put something in the little cards up there. But yeah, so let's jump into this. Let's see what you guys want to know about me. What do you think about some advertisers leaving YouTube? You know, it's not a big deal really, like that's their choice. YouTube has always kind of been like a wild, wild west, and over the past, 5-6 years, they've tried to sort of put some rules and regulations into it, so it was bound to happen. I think for every advertiser that leaves, more will want to come in because YouTube is one of the biggest things in the world, so I don't think it's a big deal. Am I from Moore County or the Fayetteville area? So that's a North Carolina question. I live in Moore County. I'm originally from Connecticut, but yeah, I live in Moore County right now. Why do you always have a straw in your mouth? Well, it's a cigarette because I'm one of those scumbags who smokes cigarettes, and I don't know, like it just became a part of the logo, so I just roll with it. By watching WrestleMania, I did watch WrestleMania. I thought it was pretty decent. Roman Reigns sucks. I've never really been a fan of his. I thought the Seth Rollins and Triple H match was really good though, even though a lot of people didn't seem to like it. I'm a big fan of both of them. It was a decent WrestleMania. Definitely not one of the best, but definitely not one of the worst. My biggest regret as a game collector. I actually did a video on this. My biggest gaming tragedy is what it was called. Basically, I had a pretty robust Sega Saturn collection back when I was like 13 or 14, and I let some kid borrow it, and he never gave it back, and I just like rolled with it. I never asked for it back. I didn't really care. I think he gave me some like common N64 games at the time, so I definitely regret that. I had a lot of great games in there that are now worth, a ton of money, so it does definitely suck. Any tattoos? I actually don't have any tattoos. I don't really like needles. One time I had to draw blood and I fainted. So needles aren't really my thing, I don't like needles, so no tattoos, maybe one day, but not right now. Sephiroth has made a comeback, watch your channel, and wants your fucking collection of games. He's willing to kill you and anyone else who stands in the way. He's added a who's who of video game enemies to achieve this goal, like Bowser, Dark Force from Phantasy Star, Dr. Robotnik, and Death Adder from Golden Axe. Pick a group of 4 video game characters you'd use to defend your collection from the clutches of Sephiroth. Well, this is obviously, referring to the fact that I'm not a huge Final Fantasy VII fan. I definitely think it's overrated. So we're going to go with Solid Snake at number 1. Solid Snake always gets himself out of situations. He's definitely a badass. I'm going to go with Mario at number 2. Mario, once again, always seems to overcome the odds no matter what is going on. Definitely got to go with Mario. Number 3, let's think here. Who's someone? Lara Croft. Lara Croft, because she's got that sex appeal, and like people will be distracted by her. Lara Croft is definitely sexy. Even the original Lara Croft. I mean, when I was a kid, I was like, yeah, she's hot. So we'll go with Lara Croft, and let's see, number 4. Let's go with M. Bison. Let's go with M. Bison. He has, a lot of interesting powers, the whole Shadaloo thing. So we're going to go with M. Bison. I like M. Bison, and I feel like that foursome right there could take on anything, whether it's supernatural or natural. So come at me, Sephiroth. You ain't getting nothing from me. When are you going to get dangerously drunk and do a Rick and Morty themed game quest with Woodhawker being your Morty? I don't know. I've actually never met Wood. Hopefully he's coming to Too Many Games so I can finally meet him. I was supposed to meet him at Retro World Expo last year, but I ended up not going to that because of some issues. So yeah, hopefully I'll be able to meet him finally, because I talk to that idiot like every day, and it's time we meet. It's just kind of weird now. What's your favorite modern video game to play that isn't on a Nintendo system? I'll say Doom. Doom was really great. I really enjoyed playing Doom. It was one of the only, you know, big AAA releases last year that I thought was actually worth it. You know, the single player was really fun and the online was definitely really fun. So I'm gonna go with Doom. Doom is an awesome game. I definitely pick it up every now and then and just revisit it. So yeah, Doom. Do you think in 15 years time that 90%, if not all games, will be digital only? I think 90% is too high. You might see like 60-40 digital physical, but there's definitely always going to be a market for physical, as seen with companies like Limited Run Games. You know, their whole business model is based on people wanting physical. There's definitely still a market for physical, so I think they'll coincide together. You know, I don't think there's ever going to be a time where physical is just completely gone, because there's definitely people that prefer that, such as myself. If you could meet a video game character, who would it be and why? That's an interesting question. Scrooge McDuck. I'm gonna go with Scrooge McDuck because he's rich. And I feel like, you know, if we hung out and we kicked it, and, you know, maybe if we got too drunk or something, I could get him to write me a blank check, and that would be really cool because then I'd have lots of money. So Scrooge McDuck, holla at your boy. You know, you got the pimp cane. You know, we'll do this, man. We'll do this. We'll go to the strip club. We'll have some fun. Does your family know about your hobby? Do they approve of it or no? Do they know about your YouTube channel? Yeah, they definitely know about, you know, game collecting and stuff. I grew up playing video games, and, you know, that's just something, like, really, there was like 3 things, legal things, that I grew up doing a lot of, that I was always into. That was video game collecting, skateboarding, and guitar. And I still, you know, I still play guitar. I still have a skateboard. I occasionally go and skate sometimes, and video games. So I think my family realized that I never really grew up. I was always just going to be into those sort of things. And as far as the YouTube stuff goes, yeah, I mean, they've been totally supportive of it, which is cool. Like, they know that it's something I enjoy doing. And now that, you know, things are growing and I'm actually, you know, sort of becoming a name, I guess, to some degree, you know, in video games and in writing and whatnot, like, they're proud of me. You know, it's something that I wanted to do. It's something I stuck with, and it's something that's finally, you know, starting to come to fruition. So they've been totally supportive of me. I don't have one of those families that thinks you should do a certain thing a certain way. Like, I'm always just gonna be a 5-year-old. My grandma still sends me Valentine's Day and Easter packages and stuff with like candy and like $50. So I think I'm always going to be kind of the kid of the family, but, you know, they're cool with it. I embrace it. So, you know, it's all good. What are tips that you have for anyone going through gaming burnout? How much time do you dedicate to gaming yourself? Well, I'm going to answer the second part first. Honestly, like, my life is video games at this point in time because, you know, I wake up, I go to my day job, I come home, I'm either writing or I'm playing a game or I'm reviewing a game or I'm filming a video about a game. Like, video games are my life, for better or worse, and I don't mind it. Like, I sort of enjoy it. Well, I mean, I guess I really enjoy it because I keep doing it. But as far as gaming burnout goes, I definitely get that sometimes. Like, when I have a bunch of games to review for Nintendo Enthusiast or Enthusiast.gg, it can be very overwhelming to, you know, play a game, review a game, and also work on stuff here. So I try to mix it up, honestly. Like, if I start getting tired of modern stuff, I'll play something retro, or I'll play something simple, or just, you know, a handheld or something. I always feel like variety is the spice of life, and that's why I have so many games and so many different systems, because I like the variety. I like just hopping back and forth. You know, it's sort of like a time capsule. You could hop back to, you know, 1986 in the blink of an eye. So definitely variety. You got to keep it varied to avoid gaming burnout. I have a very good question for you. Who's cooler, Rick or Morty? I'm not really a fan of the show. You're probably gonna subscribe to me. I'm very sorry, but I'm not really a fan of the show. I don't watch much TV. I don't even have cable at my new house. When I moved in here, like, I didn't want cable because I just watch Netflix and YouTube and, you know, other YouTubers and stuff. I don't watch cable. Oh, and the WWE Network. Jesus Christ, I watch that too much. Your favorite RPGs of all time and least favorite and favorite gamer snacks. My favorite RPG is probably Grandia 2 on the Dreamcast. That's a very special game to me. I played that game for 26 hours straight without really realizing it. At my old apartment, I had just recently got Grandia 2 on the Dreamcast, and I started playing it. My mom was actually in town, and I remember she was like, okay, I'm going to bed, and I was like, all right, whatever. And then she was staying in my bedroom. I was sleeping on the couch, And she came out and she was like, why are you still up? And I was like, well, why are you still up? You know, you going to the bathroom or something? And it was actually morning. And I literally sat there and played that game for like 26 hours straight. I don't remember a damn thing about it, to be honest with you. But for me to sit there and play a game for, 26 hours straight, I obviously really liked it. So I will give the nod to Grandia 2. That's definitely a very awesome RPG. As far as other things go, let me try to switch it up a little bit. I like the Lunar series. I think Lunar is really good. And even a non-traditional RPG, Shenmue. Shenmue's an awesome, non-traditional RPG, but there's definitely heavy RPG elements. As far as least favorite snacks go, black licorice. I don't like black licorice. I've always hated black licorice since I was a little kid. Do not come at me with black licorice. My favorite would have to be pizza. It's pizza. It's the best. What you think about our president, Donald Trump? You're not gonna JonTron me here, buddy, all right? I'm not syncing my channel. No, on a serious note, I don't pay attention to politics. Like I said, I don't have cable television. I honestly, my thing in life is like, I just do my own thing, you know what I'm saying? I march to the beat of my own drum, I do what I want, and I pay attention and focus on the things that I want. I've learned in life that there's a lot of things you can't control, and definitely one of those things you can't control is politics. Every politician's always gonna lie to you. Every politician is always, out for a different good than what they say they are, in my opinion. So I don't worry about it, man. I can't control it. There's nothing I can do about it. So I just live my life. And as long as, I'm able to live my life, I'm happy. And I think a lot of people worry too much about politics because like they let it run their lives. They let it control their lives. And at the end of the day, there's really nothing, you or I can do about it. Just don't worry about it, man. Enjoy your life. Like there's always going to be shitty things in life, but you only get one shot at this, so you might as well enjoy it, might as well have fun. Am I going to the next MagFest? I probably need to. It's not a far con from me, so I definitely want to check out MagFest for sure. I asked it once and I'll ask it again. Which would you rather eat, your own shit or someone else's vomit? Well, I did say ask me anything. I mean, there's different levels of vomit. Like, I've been sick plenty of times where I've thrown up, and there's been stuff, and then, you drink water to stay hydrated and you just throw up water. So I'm gonna go with water throw up because, I don't know, you're disgusting. Once again, have you pooped in any plastic bags lately? No, I haven't. So I'm an idiot. We had a hurricane come through North Carolina, and for some reason, it wasn't very bad, but I lost power. I didn't realize that water still worked, your toilet still works, so I went in the garage and I pooped in a bag because I needed to poop. And then after the fact, I learned that, hey, the water still works, and you're an idiot. So yeah, that's what that's about. Do I ever plan on going to conventions outside of the US? If so, which ones would you want to go to? It's not a plan. So I don't know. Sorry, that answer sucks. What was the earliest gaming memory you had? Have you ever gotten in a fight at school over it before? No, the fights in school when I was growing up was actually like WCW related. Like there was different divisions of the Wolfpack. You might remember there was the classic black and white and the red and black. And like we sort of turned it into a gang wars thing, and we used to like jump people in the hallways and stuff. But it was like cool because we were all friends, but like we would literally beat the shit out of each other. It was pretty bad. My earliest gaming memory was watching my uncle play Super Mario Bros. 1. And yeah, that's what hooked me on gaming. Which video game character do you want to fuck? RGT 85. Should Def Jam release another game, or are today's rappers too weak to be in a fighting game? No, you'd have to go with the classics. You would have to go with the OG rappers, because these new rappers these days look, they're like 100 pounds and, full of lean and stuff. You'd probably like push them over with a finger and they'd, fall and break their neck. So if they're going to do it, they need to do it with old, the old school guys. Creepiest thing a fan has ever told you that they legit meant? I really haven't had anything. Most of my fans are pretty cool. I haven't had a situation where I'm like, oh, that's creepy. But I may have, and I just didn't realize it because I'm sort of weird myself, so I probably just took it as a compliment. Do you think Capcom will make Power Stone great again? No, it's Capcom. We are lucky to be getting Street Fighter games from Capcom. Are pork rinds an underrated snack food? Pork rinds are disgusting, and they smell, and I hate them. Are there any games you bought specifically for the sake of collecting and not playing? I play every game I buy, but recently I got a really good deal on Metal Storm, and I bought it because it was a really good deal. Shoutouts to the homie Space Mannequin for the hookup. Yeah, I mean, I strictly bought that because it was a great deal. I have played it, but that was the reason I bought it, because I wanted it in my collection and I wanted the game and I got a really good price. So I guess that would be a good example of that. Are you into PC gaming at all? And if not, why not? No, I don't like PC gaming, because I don't like a mouse and a keyboard. Oh, you can use a controller. But if I'm gonna use a controller, I might as well play a console game. I don't like system requirements and specifications and, you know, everything digital and stuff. Just not my scene. I never, you know, I was kind of poor growing up, so I didn't have, you know, PC games to play. You know, I'd go over to friend's house and play like Doom and the Neverhood and stuff like that. So now PC gaming it's just not my scene. I mean, I don't hate it, but I don't like it. Do you see yourself staying in North Carolina or rolling out somewhere else? I probably do need to get out of this state. I really am not a huge fan of North Carolina. I mean, it's okay. The area I live in sucks because I went to high school here. And yeah, I mean, it just sucks. But it's cheap to live here. Like, I have a really nice place. I have a really decent job. You know, I work with decent people. So I would love to move back up to the Northeast, where I'm originally from, but it's so expensive to live up there. So I don't know, maybe one day, you know, I don't really plan anything in life. You know, life is very day-to-day for me. So, you know, we'll see. Who knows? I might move tomorrow. And the final question is, what is my favorite song to play on guitar? I don't really have one. I just play. I'm not, you know, trained in any way. So when I play guitar, I just play. So I know that's a terrible answer and a terrible way to end this, you know, ask me anything, but that's the answer. So if you stuck through this whole video, thank you so much. You guys are awesome. I'll do another one of these in a couple months or something, just in case you didn't get your question in before I decided to do this. Thank you for checking out this video. Like I said, this isn't a traditional video on the channel, but if you stuck around this long, you might as well watch some other videos on the channel. You might as well subscribe. You might as well check out my Patreon. If you want to send me something stupid in the mail, I have a P.O. box. It's in the description box down below. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will catch you guys next time. Later.